I'm gonna push my whips that I think of because honestly, I'm not that creative, and I usually like kind of copy people what they do. Not like copy, I like change up a lot of stuff, but I like take bits and pieces. I'm not like trying to copy this dude's season or like session, but this dude, I'm gonna do the jougan from Barco, and I might do the Corkless one, but I think I can't really top the person that made this one. I'm pretty sure Ryan Junkie. Yeah, and honestly, if I try to make one, I want to make him a little different. I don't want to make him a Rock Lee based. He will be mostly based off speed, but yeah, I just love those. Yeah. But yeah. So I'm not sure, but I'm definitely doing the Barto thing. Give me a second. So it is. I kind of took some data on this. I already watched a few videos whenever this comment was, whenever I was in Walmart, where I got the comment. So whenever I'm anywhere where there's no internet, sometimes the comments don't get in as soon as you post them. So if I don't comment to them to later, that's because of that. But it seems like based on some of the stuff I already watched from Baruto, personally, I don't think Baruto is that good, but I still watched it because I wanted to do Naruto with, and I had to know everything about Naruto to give my full opinion. I I don't really read the manga. I've been like relying on those like reviews of the manga for now on if I'm gonna get more information. But pretty much his eye is a dojutsu. We've seen teleportation powers of it. I'm pretty sure it can see through dimensions, and we see him open up a dimension. In like the first parts of Naruto, he can see chakra, but they call it evil energy, but it's chakra. So he has like a Sharingan ability. In the movie where he fought against those people, it showed him to have ridiculously fast reaction speed, even faster than Sharingans, I'm pretty sure. And apparently, people say its perspective of vision is weaker than the Byakugan, but it states in this that the let me see. It said something down here that it was technically stronger than the Sharingan. Yeah, it was right here. This is like the basic moves. Somewhat similar to the Hyuga clan's Byakugan, but more powerful. It can clearly see the key points in the chocolate system, while Byakugans can't because you have to train to give it time to get up to that point. So this will be kind of how people do what if Naruto knew chakra or had the Sharingan. What I'm gonna say is that I'm not sure if the guy just wanted me to give his eye, but I had to include jutsus in this because some of this requires jutsus what it can do, I'm pretty sure. But let me say this. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna try to like take this part of another what if person who did what if Naruto or what if Deku had chakra, but I'll make it a little different. I'm gonna say in Tokyo, like the Tokyo Towers, I'm gonna say after after Deku's diagnosed corkless, they took him to Tokyo's towers, which I'm not sure if this is correct. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna make this up actually. That the Tokyo Tower and all that Tokyo right there in that central area was built on top of a land that had some kind of mountain shapes, they said. And they had statues there, but whenever it was first built is whenever the whole place seemed to be destroyed. And yeah. So this is where alarm happens saying there is a strong villain in the area fighting against heroes. And that's wherever Tokyo Towers gets knocked down. And I'm not sure. Wait, this is whenever Deku's 7. Yeah, it's 7. That would be a good age. And the Tokyo Towers gets knocked down. And you know, if you fall from that height, you'll probably die. But I'm just gonna make his mother's quirk a little, pretty much a lot stronger, saying that she can practically hold up a bunch of rocks, but she can never throw them anywhere. They can only be a foot away from her before they completely drop. That's why she hasn't become a hero and stuff like that. But yeah, and they're fine. But that's whenever she noticed that something crumbled, but where Deku was, and he dropped in with him about to hit the ground, but he sees some old dude jumps and gets them, saying that the humans nowadays are even worse than back then and stuff like that. It's practically the same and stuff. The old man's saying, and Deku's confused what this man's talking about back in the day. He thinks, oh, he must just be really old. And that's whenever he looks behind him and he sees the Sage of Six Paths and his brother, Homoromo, I'm not sure. Statues put together or right next to each other. If a statue behind them with the moon and the sun, or the statues in front of them, in front of the Sage of the Sixth Path, and in front of, I'm gonna say behind Hamarugo is a whole clan or a whole bunch of people behind him, stuff like that, because he was a clan leader. And I'm not sure if he had kids or whatnot, but I don't think he did. And that's when he looks at the dude, saying that he kind of looks like that dude's eye as the statue. And he says, thank you for saving me. And asks, what is your quirk? Is it some kind of enhancement? And stuff like that. He says, no. And he says, is it something with your eyes then? He says, you might call it a quirk. It is a genetic trait that we get. But this needs something else to awaken it. And stuff like that. And yeah, so he told him that this was a village long ago. And stuff like that. Where tells him all about secrets, and he says if you want to see it all, touch the man with 3 eyes and the guy with the weird eyes at the same time and stuff like that. And that's whenever he gets the memory of Sasuke reincarnation and Naruto's all the way back to the first Hokage, Madara, then the people, I forgot completely. But you know who, I'm pretty sure. But yeah. They find him, or they see the whole fight, the Great Snowy War, and how this city was brought down by some dude. These 2 people with this special eye. And he automatically got information of all dojutsus and ninjutsu and clan inheritance and stuff, so he's like, I just like that and stuff like that. I know Baruto didn't have only had 1 jougan. I'm just gonna give him 2 jougan in this, where he'll be the pure eye king or something like that. And because he touched Kagoromo and the dudes behind him, that caused him to get the jougan instead of getting a first stage Sharingan and all that. Or a third tomoe Sharingan to going up the rank and stuff. So he wakes up a landscape, I'm gonna say with the floor able to see his reflection, and he notices that his eyes are black, glowing like this. You know, the eye right there. yeah, kind of glowing like that. And he's like, "What's wrong with my eyes? They seem weird." And he can like see stuff in the air all of a sudden, and a whole bunch around these two people, and they're both floating with these scepters in their hand. And this is where the memories hit him. And he's like, the sage of sense passion, Hamaromo. I think that's his name. If I'm saying it wrong, it's whatever. But, yeah. And that's whenever they say, they're like, "You have been chosen to rid this world of evil. Take these powers, or these abilities we grant you." Which, I'm not gonna give him, like, I'm gonna give him all chocolate natures, I guess. Yeah. I'm gonna call this what if Naruto had, or what if Deku had the jougan and stuff. I could do all the dojutsu if you want, or like clan members' abilities. And if you guys didn't know, that Bone Clan is actually pretty much a weaker version of, the Sage's Six Path Mother Bone ability. And the Byakugan's just weaker than hers because her Byakugan was able to take people's chakra networks out by just looking at them, pretty much. But yeah. And pretty much everybody's quirk is controlled by chakra, so he can block all their chakra points. And that's whenever he tells them that how could I learn all these moves just by seeing them. And I'm gonna say the Jougan never been stated to have this ability because it's so similar to the Sharingan and the Byakugan, and sometimes the Renny Sharingan. It's not really like a Sharingan mixed with a Rinnegan. It's actually we just call it that. Where the Renny Sharingan can like see or like open up portals, I'm pretty sure too. But pretty much it has greater parental vision and all that. I forget what their two type of vision that the Sharingan and the Byakugan have. They're two different types. Which actually you don't need a Sharingan just to learn the Chidori. You can also have the Byakugan too and stuff. So yeah, he starts reading and he comes across he thinks whenever he hears the Rasengan and Chidori, because it says almost all to the one of the reincarnations also had these abilities. Also so similar to the originals, even more than the second or the first reincarnations and stuff like that. And yeah. So I'm going to give him Chidori or Sengon. And I'm going to give him Lightning or Sengon. Like it's a lightning enhanced one. It's a Chidori pretty much. Piercing with Sengon, he's going to call it. And Vanish with Sengon, of course. Because that kind of just goes with the Jougan. And stuff like that. This is all what he's going to learn in the future. I'm kind of going to do a kind of time skip. But yeah. He has fire style, or more lightning style, I forgot. I'm not going to really give him lightning clone. Like, I can just say all clones. But yeah. Purple lightning, and what else was it? It was black lightning stream, I guess. I forgot exactly what it was, but it was pretty much black lightning it was called. But you just use chakra change, chakra change to manipulate it. So yeah, I'm just gonna say black lightning and explain how it moved and stuff like that. And I'm gonna say that also they gave him chakra too, where he can actually activate these abilities constantly. I'm just going to call it infinite because I don't really want to measure the power. But infinite, I'm just going to say that. And also, I'm going to give him the ability of the, what was it called? It was pretty much the bone ash thing that Haguruma can do. But it's the orbs. He has the orbs. So whenever he wakes up, his eyes are activated and stuff like that. And you know, I'm gonna give him like a horn, like the Okatsuki's and all that. I'm just gonna give him one of those, making him look like I can't say names right, but you know the girl that could like manipulate time. If you've seen 100% Deku with her, because yeah, if you ever seen that little like intro or that front cover page and stuff on one side of him, and his eyes don't really change color. They're still, no, I'm gonna say his inner eyes in normal mode turned white. I'm gonna say that. And his hair turned white. Pretty much making him look more like an Otsutsuki now, but with only one horn. He still has like the headband, but it can disappear and stuff, I'm gonna say. So, I'm gonna say this is, he's still trapped underneath there, and that's when the old man tells him that I have to train you to control your powers. So, I'm gonna say 3 months training, and I'm gonna say that there was like food down there. You know how they could like, I'm just gonna say that he grew plants down there. And there's a whole forest, pretty much. I'm gonna say that is what the area looks like, because they're out of the mindscape. And these 3 months, Deku has sailed and stuff. In fire style, I only went over lightning. It's all those normal ones. Majestic Flame Destroyer Jutsu, which would be his strongest, of course, because that's the strongest one I've seen. Second strongest I seen was the Dragon Fireball Dragon Jutsu. Fire Dragon Ball Jutsu, of course, is the second strongest I knew. It was Exploding Fireball Jutsu, Phoenix Flame with Shootings inside Jutsu, and just a regular old Fireball Jutsu. And if you guys didn't know, there's actually 2 different Fireball Jutsu. There's like a Fire Bomb Jutsu and Fireball Jutsu. If you guys didn't know the difference between them. But one explodes, one doesn't. Water style. This is pretty much like a move that he says water style, water snare. That's just gonna be my go-to move whenever I do Naruto moves from now on. Because personally, I think it's a cool move with water style that I made up, of course. But he does the water style and it snares people. And then he can use, of course, all the water dragons and all that. Water vortex, water shockwave. All the simple ones, pretty much. And, of course, the water ball. Wind, you know all the basics. Vacuum palm. Pretty much vacuum moves, I'm just gonna say. Nothing too special. But I'm just gonna say that what he developed was vacuum fist. So pretty much anything that he punches with his fist, it's kind of how Sakura built up chakra in her fist and released it. If you're wondering why this video is going on, I'm just gonna cover everything. But he punches and it creates like a big vortex and all that. It's pretty much Sakura's punches, but with ripping, tearing, destroying move. Earth style, fire, lightning, water, wind, earth. All the basics, pretty much, like earth mud wall jutsu, mud dragon jutsu with the fire inside. That was like a combination move, which I thought was pretty cool. That's the only way I ever seen Earth style be cool. And like Boulder one, but that was only useful for like, you know, like actual meteors and stuff. But you see Madara be like, what about the second one? But yeah. I'm not sure if it was Earth style that let you fly. It was a combined jutsu of Earth style, you know, lighting how heavy something is with like a wind style, making them fly pretty much. I'll just give them that also. So 3 months, and the dude says that your final exam is to kill me, which in a battle pretty much, and they battle, but I'm gonna say what happens is that the dude uses his Tenseigan at the last moment, activating his last ounce or the last power he can use of the Tenseigan, and goes for 5 minutes with. He's about to kill him with orbs, but this is whenever Deku's orbs activate, and now he's immune to them and stuff. And pretty much the dude puts all of his energy into the orbs, into a spear, throws it at him, with Deku saying goodbye, and Deku using Chidori with like Sage Pass mode, like chakra going to it, and uses his flying move, which I think it comes with Sage mode, so forget all about that explaining about the flying thing. Hitting the spear with, I'm gonna say, a katana, going straight through it and piercing straight through the guy's heart, which gives him a karma seal, but that just amps up the strength. That's gonna be it for this video.